Hey book lovers, I am back with the long awaited DIY video. I have pulling myself out from the world of books to give you this cute little scrunchie tutorial. Spring is finally here, and if you're a SoCal native like me, that just means summer is here. So we need to put our hair up as quickly as we can, and what better way to do it than with this cute scrunchie. These scrunchies are perfect for that picnic look, and if you are still in quarantine like most of us are in California, then this would be perfect for a little self-quarantine picnic in your backyard. Of course, they're also perfect for reading Six of Crows. Oh my gosh, who's excited for the show? I am. Okay, but enough about that. Let's get into this tutorial. First, you're going to need to pick out your fabrics. I'm using a Chandler one and a polka dot one. Next step, measure out your fabric. I'm using my fat acrylic ruler, and I'm going to measure 3.5 inches in width. Oh, sorry, I felt like I had a cough coming on. It was not a cough at all. And I'm marking that with my chalk, which I found very helpful. And then I'm going to measure it 24 inches in length. Again, using my very helpful chalk, and try not to drop the camera. Next, I'm going to cut it out with this rotary cutter, but honestly my rotary cutter kind of sucks, so just use scissors if that's all you have. Okay, so then you're going to end up with this little length of fabric. She's cute, whatever. And so you're going to want to fold it eventually when you start sewing. But let me show you. Your fabric may look a little wrinkly like mine is. You can iron it before you sew if you would like, or not. I never ironed them and they still turn out great. So next, I'm going to show you how to do this little cute scrunchie with those little ears that look so cute in pictures, and it just looks cute when you're looking at yourself in the mirror. So I am measuring it 11 inches in length, and the width is going to be 2 inches. So I'm just doing this on a piece of paper, and we're essentially just making a pattern. But you know, if you suck at this kind of stuff, I shall link you a video of another scrunchie tutorial where the person already has a pattern that you can print, and it'll be much easier. But if you're trying to save on printer and ink costs, then this isn't so hard to do, and it turns out just as well. Okay, so I'm just gonna mark 2 inches from the bottom and the top, of course. Don't forget to do both sides. Then you're just gonna slope that down into a little slope, what were those things called in algebra? The parabolas? One of those. Or just like a little point at the end. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to make the cute little ears on a little bear scrunchie or whatever kind of animal ears you want. But I'm just going to use bears for this one. So just do a 2-inch line and do a little whoop, a little loop, half circle, and then you're good to go. Okay, now that you have your pattern for the cute little ear scrunchie that you see everywhere, I am just lay that across your fabric and then just cut it. I usually cut it with my rotary cutter, but like I said, this rotary cutter really sucks. You can also trace it with your chalk if you have to. But you know what? Just do your best. Probably you can pin it too if you want. That's probably gonna be easier than me struggling with this rotary cutter right now. Just not working. Okay. So let me explain how you're going to cut out the little ears on that little teddy bear scrunchie. So first cut out your pattern, and then you're going to fold the fabric in half. And then you're going to draw it with chalk first, because like this little soft and minky fabric's a little slippery. And then you're just going to want to cut that out twice. If you folded it twice. If you only folded it once, just cut out 4 pieces. Anyway, so you should have 4 pieces of those little ears and put them the soft sides together, the wrong sides together. Next, you're going to want to measure out elastic. I'm using a 1/4 inch elastic since that's what I find works best for me, and I'm measuring it to 6.5 inches or 7. I've done both then. They're both worked out pretty well for me. Okay, so now you're just going to sew that piece of fabric, fold it in half with the polka dots or the right sides facing each other, and just sew straight down. I like to use a zigzag stitch since sometimes I miss fabric, and I think the zigzag stitch is easier. Okay, to sew up the scrunchie with the little ears, sew up those ears first and then flip them inside out and then just stuff them in between the folds. And then you're going to do the same thing that I did with the polka dot one and sew it straight down. Now you're going to want to turn the fabric inside out, and now you got the cute side out. Now to sew the little ribbon I have on the Chandler scrunchie. This one's a little tricky since that edge is kind of hard to get, but try your best like I did. And then I like to leave the middle open, so when I flip it inside out, you can see that the ears are nice and pointy. And then to sewing up the middle, I just like fold it in half and just sew that line, sew a stitch across. Okay, now let's insert this elastic in. So I like to use a plastic needle and a safety pin. I safety pin the elastic, and with the needle I thread that through the scrunchie, and do it very carefully and try not to lose the elastic ends. Next, I sew up the elastic with using just some hand stitching, which I find is easier. And then you can close it up with your sewing machine. Close up your scrunchie with your sewing machine or hand sewing. Hand sewing, it kind of looks neater if you do that ladder stitch. But if you're gonna use the little ribbon, you won't even tell your messy stitches. Like, you can't tell my messy stitches on this one because the ribbon just honestly covers it up, and you're just gonna have a cute scrunchie. And there you go. Now you got some cute scrunchies. Look at this, is me and my teddy bear scrunchie with my KK slider socks. I love the way that one looks, and my Chandler one. If you want to find out what materials I used for this tutorial, check out the description bar. Until next time, I shall be rereading Six of Crows and giving my dog Apollo some kisses. See you next time, guys. Bye.